This card, the Eight of Swords, is all about being in your self-imposed prisons. So when you start holding yourself back because you think that you're not qualified enough, you don't have enough skills, you don't, all of these reasons, when you have that one little hit, because that's your intuition, that first little hit of I should do this, right? That little hit that will hit just like kind of right here that says, I want to do this. That next voice that comes after that says, but, that's your ego. That is your ego starting to tell you all the stories that are going to keep you in this self-imposed prison. But you've never done that before. But you don't have enough skills. But other people are better than you. You could keep going. But it's all your self-imposed prison that keeps you stuck where you're at. And so the Fool came out in reverse. The Fool is about, that new path, that new beginning, that new opportunity. But when it's out in reverse, that's resistance. So you've been resisting the path, and I think it's because you didn't have the resolve yet. You were still kind of, I don't know which way to go. You weren't trusting yourself. You weren't trusting your intuition. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right, so first I want you to know that you are welcome, appreciated, and safe in this space. So to get started, we're going to take 3 deep breaths to sort of ground our energy into the space and get everything cleared out, ready to go, okay? So if you will, close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me, and then after that, we're going to do the invocation to call in our spirit team. All right, so close your eyes, deep breath. That's 1. Deep breath. That's 2. Deep breath. Okay. Keep your eyes closed. I now call in our angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. Okay, you can open your eyes. All right. So today we're going to be pulling a card from the Lightworkers Oracle. We'll pull 1 card from that to see what guidance you need for your spiritual path, and then we'll do a progression spread from the Light Seers Tarot. I'm going to go ahead and set some intentions while I'm shuffling. So the first intention is that anyone who comes across this reading will find something in here for them. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time that they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out in this reading will be for our highest good. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, and anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly as possible so that it can be received as it is intended. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. I would appreciate it if you find value with this video. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. Also, if you are interested in a private reading, I do offer private readings. There's a link down in the description box. I do 30-minute or 60-minute video messages. You do not have to be present. You just book the reading and let me know, do you want a general, love, or career? And I'll do the reading and I'll email it to you as soon as it's ready. So it's a very simple process. Like I said, you do not have to be there. And if that's something you're interested in, the link's down in the description box. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start with the channeled message. Resolve, deep knowing, and direction. So this is what Aries needs to know right now. Sorry, I didn't say that. You have made up your mind, and you know exactly what you're going to do. It has literally taken you a long time to trust the guidance that was already, no, I'm sorry, it has likely taken you a long time to trust the guidance that was already placed deep within you. Your intuition is strong and on point, and it is pointing you exactly where you need to go. Don't overthink it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Trust it and allow yourself to finally choose the path that you know is meant for you. So there's something that's been weighing on you for a while that you finally, you know what you're going to do. You have the resolve to yourself to, this is the answer. This is the direction. This is what I know. You have all of that. You're ready to make the decision. And it's just the only thing that might hold you up is yourself, is your overthinking or your lack of trust in your own intuition. So let's trust it. Listen and trust. You already know what you need to do for the situation. So, and you know where it's going to take you too. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some cards. Deep breath. Okay. What does Aries need to know right now for their spiritual path? The third ray of creative intelligence. I don't know if you can see this card as clearly, but there's a woman here, and it's like something is bursting out of her. It's a transformation because you've got all the butterflies that are coming. Her whole essence is coming, and like you've got like the brokenness right here that you can see in her. It's just all of this brokenness. And now she's ready to emerge from the cocoon. That's pretty. All right, then we're going to go ahead and pull the cards too. Deep breath. All right. So, Aries, past, present, future. Past. Whoa. These cards are talking today. Okay. All right. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the past. We've got the Ace of Cups in the present. And then the Five of Cups in the future. So the Ten of Pentacles is about your abundance. It's your spiritual and material satisfaction. The Ace of Cups is a new relationship. It could be a romantic relationship, or it could be like a business partnership, but it's a very emotionally connected relationship, emotionally fulfilling relationship. And then the Five of Cups is about grieving something. So we're going to put all of this together as we move forward. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarification on that Five of Cups because it's so different from the rest of these cards. So what do we got? Okay, so we got the King of Cups came out in reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So this has led moving us to here. So we're going to look at that. All right. But I just wanted to go ahead and kind of get some, what is going on? All right. Okay. Third ray of creative intelligence. The third ray of creative intelligence brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into the world. It empowers your manifestation. This ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them to life. The ability to organize, make connections, and network networks and synthesize information from various sources into one coherent whole. Archangel Shamuel helps you receive this gift from the universe with love and intelligence. The third ray of creative intelligence will help you gain practicality to organize and manifest an idea or vision in the world. It gives you the drive and the means to implement your plans. When this ray is active on our lives, we want to take action, bring something to life, not just know or feel, but to do. With this oracle comes a message about taking action and believing that even the most inspired and spiritual ideas can have practical purpose in the world. Your visions and ideas can and should be worked with so they can manifest. You must believe in your capability and competence. Your confidence and practical, down to earth common sense, even if these are not always your strongest qualities. If you doubt your ability to achieve all that you dream of, remember that sometimes the universe puts dreams in our hearts to help us develop strengths that are dormant within us. This can bring to life a new slew of abilities and talents we didn't know we had. We are given nudges in life to discover what we are made of, which can be so much more than we might have initially believed. The challenge with this ray is to take it one step at a time. Allow the universe to help you find the patience, persistence, and sense of humor that will help you stick to the process of creation. Do not try to do too much at once, nor allow your project to get too complicated. Above all, do not give up before you have finally brought your inner light to life in the world. Archangel Shamuel brings the gift of reclaiming lost energy, ideas, or talents that can help you fulfill your divine potential. This archangel helps you reawaken talents from this or other lifetimes that may have been cast aside. Perhaps your intuitive healing energy was put to one side as you studied or tended to family responsibilities. Perhaps your business sense or your ability to market yourself in a soulful and loving way is yet to be discovered. Maybe an ability to teach or maybe the ability to teach or the clear, confident voice of a writer is within you, waiting to be developed. This archangel will help you find and apply with loving confidence whatever talents and abilities are required to turn your aspirations into manifestations. As this ray has special connections with business, you are asked to remain open to learning and growing through financial success. This ray can help heal the tension that many feel between spirituality and financial abundance. It helps us recognize that the spirit feels joy in successful physical world endeavors, particularly those that serve you. When a situation is a win-win for all involved, there is no reason at all to hold back from material success. It can be celebrated and enjoyed while you maintain the true motivation for the work, which is love. Invocation: I now accept of my own free will the blessing and the grace of the third ray of creative intelligence. I thank the universe for all the assistance in turning my spiritual aspirations into successful, practical, real world manifestations of light, grace, love, and empowerment. I gratefully receive the unconditionally loving intervention of Archangel Shamuel to recover and express all talents and abilities meant to help me fulfill my mission. Thank you, universe, for helping me to manifest my divine dreams. I ask that in unconditional love, this ray may be made available to all who can benefit from it, according to divine wisdom, mercy, compassion for the greatest good. So be it. Okay. So, one, it talked a lot about a spiritual business venture and how, this idea that's, inspired inside of you, that the reason why it's there is because you do have the ability to create and develop those skills. And so, believe it or not, even with what I'm doing right here, I question myself constantly if if I really have what it takes to do what it is I'm trying to do. And it's like, but I haven't been doing it that long. Well, everybody starts somewhere, don't they? Everybody starts somewhere. You're a beginner. And like, if you can just enjoy the process and just embrace that's where you're at right now. I have been doing tarot for just over 2 years. That's not long. That's not long, but yet I do feel like that I had some natural gifts and ability that helped make this more possible for me. And I definitely have the pull and the desire to do it. And so, because of that, because I had such a strong pull to do it, I started taking classes. I started learning as much as I could. I started developing the skill. And so now then, I have put into practice every single day doing videos, weekly, trying to do 4 to 5 videos a week ever since September, and not even if anybody watches it or not, I'm doing it to get the experience, to gain to develop the talent and the skills. And even in my classes, we've just started with doing personal one-on-one, private one-on-ones for practice so that we can get better at what we're doing. And so that's what it takes. And that's just where I'm at right now. And I don't think that there's anything to be ashamed of about that, because in 5 years, I will be 5 years in, right? But if I wait to do anything until I feel like, oh, well, I've got to wait 5 years, look at how much time passes and look at how much I've developed already in such a short time. I'm already really impressed with myself and just the drive, even with all the fear and the lack of confidence, that came with it, that I was still able to grow in that space. And so I think that that's really the guidance that's coming out in this, is that it's okay to be a beginner. You can be new at something. You won't always be a beginner. That's where you start. And every day that you're doing it, you're building that skill. And going back to the channeled message, it does feel like this is something that you already know that you need to be doing. And if it's a business venture, it was giving such a positive. This, calling out to Archangel Chamuel and just understanding the message that came out from this card, this is encouragement for what you're trying to build. And so go for it. Exactly. Don't overthink it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Trust it and allow yourself to finally choose the path that is meant for you. So I think it, all lines up really great. All right, so let's look at the rest of this reading. What else do you have going on here? So we've got the Ten of Pentacles in the past. So tens are about the end of a cycle. So maybe something did close up that you did bring a whole lot of value to you to this point. Spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth, and prosperity, building a legacy. Oh, baby, this is the big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart is coming your way, and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and commit to your long-term success. This energy is so big, in fact, that you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring in abundance of positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat and loving community as avenues widen and the right connections click into place. Remember that perceptions change. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and from unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve the success and love. Taste the pleasures of life and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of all of this success. I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. I feel like this is part of the abundance that you've been growing in yourself, is just that spiritually, emotionally, just that you've been really working on yourself to make yourself ready for this next place. Because if you struggled to make a decision for a long time, you had to work through a whole lot to get to the resolve part. And so maybe that's, part of the inspiration that has come out is just what you've already built and what you can bring in. So where we are right now is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, new connections, new romantic relationships, friendships, seeds of love and hope. Newfound emotions, awakening of the heart, joy, positive outcomes, oneness, bliss, creativity. An extremely positive message of vibrant beginnings. The Ace of Cups marks a genesis of relationships, emotional connections, and deep feelings of love and friendship. Your emotions are powerful magic. Cultivate the ability to call on expansive, optimistic, and profoundly radiant feelings, and consciously send your love, no, send your heart waves out into the world. They will become powerful beacons for awakening new adventures, romance, and the effusive energy that you are calling into your life. Your capacity for love is expanding, so check in and make sure you aren't repressing your ability to connect with others as a result of being overly protective. Mindfully extend the love you feel to your own heart as well. Forgive yourself for your past mistakes and find a fountainhead for healing with copious amounts of self acceptance. Get ready to expand. Exciting affinities are emerging, and it's time to open up and give yourself permission to deepen your kinship with the life around you. My heart is open and filled with love. I'm going to clarify this card just to get some more information about what new relationship might be coming in, because it could be a business partnership where we've already been talking about a potential business development, or it could be an actual relationship. So let's see what's happening. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Strength, Two of Wands, and the Devil. So the Strength card is about this partnership is going to build a lot of strength in you. It could also have a lot of passion with it because that card is connected to the Leo energy. The Two of Wands is about getting very clear about what you're wanting to do and making that decision. So it's kind of at a crossroads. This one of my other decks, it really does look like you're standing at a crossroads. You have to make a decision, and you already know what you need to do. And then we have the Devil. So I'm going to go ahead and read the Devil because that is overcoming the toxic behaviors, but it could also be this could have a little bit of a let's just see because I was clarifying this relationship. All right. Vices, the grip of addiction, a need for liberation, healthy versus unhealthy sexuality, materialism, the healing found in darkness, delving into your shadow self, being trapped in your own stories, manipulation. That's the one I'm afraid of. That's the one I'm afraid of. Lying to yourself, temptation. The Devil reaches out his hand, granting a release from the mundane with promises of earthly and material pleasures. While sometimes this release is healthy and necessary, he hides the fact that he offers everything that you can become addicted to. From alcohol, drugs, work, and sex to more nuanced addictions like codependent relationships or how others make you feel, anything that can entrap you or overtake your life can be harmful in excess. The Devil is a nudge to delve into your own shadows. He will bring you there, and then it's up to you to either fall fully into the darkness or to work on your healing, your own relationships with your beautiful heart. Illuminate things that are vying for your time, your energy, and your love that leave you feeling empty. Remember that addictions don't necessarily look scary and demonic until they do. Seek liberation from the bindings that are keeping you trapped and untether yourself. In darkness, look to the fragmented aspects of the self as a source of light. In the darkness, I am free to heal everything. So I think this is just a caution about just being aware and not letting any of the toxic energies or toxic tendencies from your past keep getting in the way and tripping you up now. And I mean, you do have the strength to overcome. We're moving to the Five of Cups. So that is a grieving. Grieving, disillusion, disappointment, betrayal, bitterness, wallowing, self-pity can signify a broken heart. The illusion is lifting, and you may suddenly find yourself in the middle of a reality that is painfully disappointing. If your dark night was the result of someone else's deception, you will need to find the seeds of forgiveness in order to avoid a calloused heart. Release yourself from any guilt around the situation. When we realize that our future we were working towards is no longer an option, it's easy to focus on the loss and allow our energy to stagnate and spiral into self pity. Don't allow your life force to drain away with the things that you once loved. Remember that your tender heart can navigate towards the curative magic of finding faith in your future. If you are having a hard time letting go, unhook your heart from the fragmented dreams and give yourself permission to envision a brighter future. Dismantle your grief, reclaim your happiness, and consciously step back onto a path filled with hope. My tender heart helps me navigate towards my bright future. And so, one thing that was coming in was that since this card from that was sitting in the past was so positive, and then putting it with the transformation that is happening, you may have had a hard time letting this go. This might have felt really good to you. And it, like this said, is when you don't allow your life force energy to drain away with the things that you once loved. And see, that's a key word in there, once loved. You can keep things in your life and think that you still love them, but you're actually just holding on to them out of fear, out of just because you think that you own it, because like it's mine. And even if you're not going to use it anymore, it's just like, but it's mine. But it doesn't have value for your life anymore, but it's mine. It's no longer serving you. And so, like, this release is necessary so that you can make space, so that you can go the direction. Because, like, if you're in a job right now that is draining your life force energy, I know lots and lots of people are, but it's paying your bills, right? There's bringing stability. It's, all of these other issues that you could be having if you didn't have this job. But what if there's better? What if that's not your only option? What if this other stuff really can be that good? It's a matter of taking a risk on yourself. I clarified that card to see what are we grieving over? And so we had the King of Cups in reverse. And this energy has kind of led to a Queen of Swords energy. So in reverse, we've got a drama king, withdrawn, not in touch with emotions, being triggered, temperamental, an opportunity to work with the subconscious mind and to dive into self-care. In shadow, this king can suggest that you may be feeling withdrawn, moody, or temperamental, or you may be losing touch with how others are feeling at this time. Stay clear of situations that feel emotionally manipulative. Instead, seek to understand others through empathy, tolerance, and compassion, and emotional fulfillment will be yours. Okay, so you've gone through, to me, I feel like this is somebody. I feel like you have been affected by somebody who was a drama king, who just was not in touch with emotions, and they were either easily triggered or you were easily triggered by them, but it has led you to move. This is the Eight of Wands is all about movement, and it's fast movement. And it's moved you to the Queen of Swords. Or you sat in this energy too long, this energy of grief, and it did make you bitter. And then maybe that's the part that you're kind of realizing this isn't getting me anywhere. And that maybe that's the resolve that has come in, that you're seeing the direction. I know I can't stay in this space. And so it is moving you to become very, very clear. The Queen of Swords is very direct with her communication. She knows what she wants and she goes about it. You know, it's just sometimes she can be pretty forceful and cold, so you need to balance it with empathy. All right. Let's see. I'm going to pull some clarification with the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore. And at this time, I saw Leo and Capricorn are the signs that came out. So that could be someone that is around you. It could be your specific person or someone that's just in your energy. But Leo and Capricorn were both, they came out in the clarification for the new relationship, potential partnership. I'm seeing this more in that frame than in anything, because this has really been talking a lot about your potential business perspective, your career path, all of that. This feels much more career related than truly, you know, a relationship kind of thing, but it could be a relationship for some of you. Okay. Romantic relationship for some of you. Breath. All right, so what do you have to look forward to in this situation? Okay. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. This is about building your stability. The Six of Cups is this is possibly somebody from the past, reconnecting with someone from the past that is going to help you on this path. And it's bringing the Six of Pentacles, which is bringing balance to your giving and taking. So this is not just in financial resources, even though the Pentacles is about your money, but I mean, it's all of your resources. It's your energetic resources. It's your emotional resources. It's your financial, physical, anything. Is making sure that you are balanced and that you aren't giving more to the point of depletion, and that you aren't taking more to the point of taking advantage of others. Okay. What do you need to be mindful of in this situation? Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords, which is it's a little bit of deceptive energy. So do not deceive yourself about what is going on. This card, the Eight of Swords, is all about being in your self-imposed prisons. So when you start holding yourself back because you think that you're not qualified enough, you don't have enough skills, you don't, you know, all of these reasons, when you have that one little hit, because that's your intuition, that first little hit of I should do this, right? That little hit that will hit just like kind of right here that says, I want to do this. That next voice that comes after that says, but, that's your ego. That is your ego starting to tell you all the stories that are going to keep you in this self-imposed prison. But you've never done that before. But you don't have enough skills. But other people are better than you. You could keep going. But it's all your self-imposed prison that keeps you stuck where you're at. And so the Fool came out in reverse. The Fool is about, you know, that new path, that new beginning, that new opportunity. But when it's out in reverse, that's resistance. So you've been resisting the path, and I think it's because you didn't have the resolve yet. You were still kind of, I don't know which way to go. You weren't trusting yourself. You weren't trusting your intuition. But now you do. Now you are there. Now you know what to do. And so you're going to not deceive yourself anymore. You know what's real. Okay. So what does this situation look like in 6 months? Wow, we had a bunch of cards fall out. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Wands. This is inspiration. This is passion. It's renewed hope. You're going to be lit up with new ideas. And then we have the Judgment. This has been ordained. You cannot escape this, and you already know what you need to do. We have the Page of Cups. This is a small offer coming to you, and it's like emotional, but it's bringing in the Three of Cups, which is your soul family. Your people are on the way. Okay. What could distract you at this time? Okay. So we've got the Chariot. I'm going to read this one. This card is about victory and movement, but this deck reads it in a really interesting way. So I'm going to read this card. We've got the Page of Pentacles. I still feel like this is the fear of being a beginner, because this card is all about being a beginner at something, learning new things. And so I still think that this is, what could distract you is that focus on, but I haven't been doing it that long. I'm new. You won't always be new. And then we've got the Emperor came out in reverse. And so this is maybe a need to try to control a situation more than what you probably should. I feel like this is not a balanced leadership. This is a forceful leadership. But let's read the Chariot card. The message of the Chariot is one of willpower and control. Recognize your own strength and ability to maintain order in the midst of chaos. Know that you can achieve more than you think you can. Celebrate your accomplishments. Be aware of repressing issues or turning away from ideas that puzzle you. Once you achieve your goals, do not come to a complete stop thinking that you have arrived. There is always more to learn and accomplish. Okay, so that something did just hit with me with this, is that you may have achieved one major goal in your life, but you weren't done. So this was a 10. A 10 is the end of a cycle. It's a happy ending, and that's the kind of endings we like, but it's not the end, right? Because energy never goes away, right? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So that is part of maybe what this is that you got very comfortable here. This was what, you worked really hard. You got here. You did it. But you can't stay there. Like, there's just a constant evolution and growth all throughout your lifetime. As long as you're still breathing, you're still got more, to learn and grow and do. Okay. What is your best move forward at this time? Best move forward at this time. Oh, okay. All right. So we've got the Eight of Swords getting very clear about what is really happening. I'm going to read this one because it's the second time it's come out. Eight of Swords. You feel helpless. You cannot see. You cannot move. You sense danger all around you. The situation is entirely of your own making. The good news is that if you made it, you can unmake it. You have the ability to see things clearly. You just need the courage to do so. Be aware of giving in to a sense of helplessness. Do not give up your power. Take control of your life. Do not let fear bind and blind you. And just know, like, part of my mission in this life has been about regaining my personal power. I have been told that literally since I was 20 years old. That was the first time that I was told that I was giving my power away, and I did not understand what they were talking about, because I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have any power. turns out we're all quite powerful. We're all very powerful, and our power comes in the choices that we're making. You know, the choices of who we're going to spend our time with and what we're going to spend our time doing. You know, we get to be in control of our own lives. We get to make those choices. And I definitely fell into a place of people pleasing where I put myself behind and I did what other people wanted or expected of me. And it ended up causing me to get to a extreme burnout. And I knew I just could not keep living like that. All right, so we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is about working with others. It's about really, let me read this one too. The Three of Pentacles. Of all the threes, he is the closest to the Empress. Like her, he creates and delights in the creation. He loves the process and the product. You have a skill that gives you great satisfaction. It is something you love to do, and you find great pleasure in the end result. Be aware of losing the magical connection to the process and product. If something that used to delight you has become rote, try to recapture your early feelings and maybe pursue new activities. Sorry. Okay, and then we've got the Six of Cups. This can be that partnering with someone from the past, but I also think that it's about healing your past. In this situation, I feel like that's really what we're looking at here, is seeing what was real, what was true. And this card also has a connection to your inner child, healing your inner child and the connection to the future self. And so that's really more of what I see with this, is bringing that balance, bringing the healing, allowing your inner child to be joyful again, letting it be creative and play again, moving with the inspiration. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop there because we're already at 40 minutes here. Again, if you have found value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I post the zodiac readings monthly. I do twin flame, spiritual path, ancestor, angel message, and just different oracle decks. So I do a lot of different readings, and if you hit the bell, it will let you know every time I post a new video. I also have a Q&A series that I've been doing, and I will link that over here. But it is telling you all about my beliefs and practices for tarot, and I think that it's pretty interesting, and I've only done, I think, 3 so far, so it's pretty new. But if you want to get on that, you can also subscribe for that too. So again, I do the private readings. If you would like that link is down in the description box. And other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.